How did you find your experience of migrating from Dhaka, Bangladesh to London, England?
It was very exciting. I was excited. I was coming with my family to England. We were attending English medium school in Bangladesh, so we didn't have any language barriers. My brothers and I, we could speak fluent English. So that was very exciting. When we came here, the instant change was the weather. We come from a very hot country, so I had to go and find, overcoat and, to keep warm. As soon as we came, a few days later, one of my brother fell ill, so my mum had to take him to the hospital and stay with him. I was on my own with my youngest brother, and we lived in Kensington then, so there were not a lot of Bangladeshi community or family or friends around. So that was very isolating. And then, my mum found out there was a big Bangladeshi community in East London, near Brick Lane area. So she came and found it, and we moved into a 2-bedroom flat, council flat. It was really nice that my mum was, cooking. We had, food from Bangladesh, and Brick Lane had Bangladeshi grocery shops and a big Bangladeshi community. What was different was there were a lot of racism because I went to an English medium school, international school in Bangladesh. We welcome people from different countries, regardless of their race, religion, and background. And we celebrated that. Here it was different because people were discriminated or treated differently because of their color and race. So that was very odd experience. We weren't allowed to walk around on our own. We walked to school in groups. That was, difficult after migrating to experience that.
How do your living conditions and lifestyle compare from Bangladesh and UK?
Well, in Bangladesh is a hot country. This is a cold country. We lived in a big house with garden and house help and car. When we came to this country, we lived in a council flat, very limited space. I had to share my room with my youngest brother. And, that was very difficult. We didn't have any house help. My mum was working outside as well as inside the house, taking care of us. We were busy in finding our feet. I was, walking to school. Before in Bangladesh, we had car to go to school. The education system is different, what was different also, I used to be a dancer. I used to perform on stage and TV. I used to perform on lots of functions in Bangladesh. There was no scope in those days to practice Bangladeshi dance, Indian dance. Here, 1 or 2 functions a year, like in Bangladesh Independence Day. So that was, in terms of my lifestyle and interest, it was very limited what I could do then. But initially settling in was difficult because I left my friends and my cousins, my extended family back in Bangladesh. But what was comforting is that I had my own family, immediate family around me.
When did you feel fully settled in this country? And how did you integrate yourself in the British society?
Well, when I was 17, I started attending School 6 from after-school clubs, and we had a youth club at Mulberry School. And most of the Mulberry girls used to do homework after school at Jagannarí Women's Centre. We used to go there. I became a volunteer youth worker first, and then after 18, I did part-time youth work. And that was very exciting to me because I realized the discrimination towards Bangladeshi girls in terms of jobs, training, and the barriers Bangladeshi girls faces from their families as well, not being inspired to go to university. So I became quite active in the youth work movement in Tower Hamlets with the Bangladeshi girls. And that's when I felt I had developed my own network of friends, and I could feel completely settled. And through youth work, I met your dad at Youth Parliament Conference, where your dad was a local ward councillor. And so then we got married, and then I had you and Zara. So that is, fully integrated. I would say when I started enjoying life here, I didn't look back to go back to Bangladesh anymore. Didn't miss that much of my friends. I had my own social network and life here.
Got pretty good English books as well.